If you're here because you've seen a video of me sneezing for 2 minutes, then
Not believe your eyes. If you can fly, the world is asleep.
how goes it, friends? In about a week and a day, I go back to school, and as a junior, I shall pass on my many years, 2 years, of wisdom and knowledge. Number 1, mornings. My tip to you as an experienced high schooler is to get as much sleep as possible. Not only will you feel better, but it is scientifically proven that you will hurt yourself if you do not.
IB project.
Not only has my assistant decided not to shut up, it is extremely unhealthy if you're not getting
Just show
around.
them a clip from your IB project.
Fine, roll the clip.
But why is sleep so important, especially for teenagers? We all get it, but studies show that most of us aren't getting enough. Up to 70% of teenagers are living with severe sleep deprivation, which means they're getting about 6 hours or less of sleep every single school night.
But Emily, what is the risk of severe sleep deprivation for teens?
Glad you asked, Chloe, because one of them is an increased risk of unintentional injuries or death. The inability to self-regulate. It can affect your mood. You're more prone to risky behaviors. And lack of sleep has been known to be related to some mental illnesses. The reason these are all such big factors is because the teen mind is still developing.
While you're in high school or any school that starts extremely early and you stay late for clubs or sports, you may not see the sun for weeks at a time. This is bad. Take vitamin D supplements. They help. Number 2 on the advice wheel. What's an advice wheel? I don't know. Organization and time management. To stay organized, you may use a binder. Don't use an accordion. It's stupid. Here's what I suggest. This, my friends, is a 2-inch ring binder. Now, you may say, that's stupid, Emily. That's dumb. What? How are you going to organize it by classes? And I'm glad to answer that question with pocket folders, which you don't need to hole punch anything if you don't feel like it and there aren't hole punches in it. Plus, if there's classes you don't have a folder for, you can always throw that bad boy piece of paper in this front pocket or in this pocket. It doesn't matter. If your school offers you technology, that also needs to be kept organized. Oh! Anywho, your Chromebook needs to stay organized. If your school, like mine, uses Google Drive, organize your folders by subject, and in subject, organized by units, and within those units, organized by how your teacher runs class. So maybe warm-ups, classwork, homework. It doesn't matter. Do what you need to do. Keep it organized. That's my tip. Shut up. What are you laughing at? Put your nasty feet away. I don't know if you need to do this, but if you have a schedule and you need to highlight it, you can. I think it's stupid. You do what you want. I don't care. Your lockers, they're not always necessary. When you use one single binder for all your classes, you don't usually need to go buy it. So if your locker's not by any of your classes, don't even worry about it. You got a binder with all the stuff for all of your classes now. You're set. Hurrah. Hooray. Number 3, homework and classes. Homework. You need to keep track of it. It's important. Why is homework important? Because it ingrains that day's lesson in your brain. The only person you're cheating is yourself. Same goes for tests. You cheated on a test, teacher doesn't care. Not going to affect the teacher, but it's going to affect your final grades when you're on the test and you're like, oh no, I don't know this because I cheated off someone. Don't do it. Please don't distract other people in class because some people have a hard time concentrating, and when they hear people talking, it distracts them.
Is this an advice video or a rant for you?
But I get it. Some days you just can't pay attention. Some days you're just tired and you might accidentally fall asleep in class. It happens. Try not to make a habit of it. Just a suggestion. I wouldn't know anything about sleeping in class. Some of the best advice I've gotten as a freshman was try to avoid having study halls in your schedule if you're allowed to choose your schedule. Add in extracurriculars, add in other stuff, add in things that interest you, try new things, I don't know. But you really don't need study halls if you can time manage well and you can do all your homework in one night. So my suggestion is don't have them. They're really unnecessary. You can try new things, get higher grades. Plus, if you do schedule something instead of a study hall and you really need a study hall, you can always drop it. It is much harder to add classes than to drop them. Keep track of your big assignments and don't keep them till the night before. It is very difficult to do them in one night and not stress out. So try to do them in small increments. I get it, you want to procrastinate. I get it, I do it too, but you're gonna hate yourself. Oh my god! Anywho, it is much easier to keep track of your assignments and make sure you're doing them on time, or else you're gonna be even more stressed out and complain that it's the school's fault when really it's all your own. Also, if you're worried about time and homework and stuff, do your homework as soon as you get home. Like, just get it done and then you'll have the rest of the evening to yourself. Same goes for weekends. Try to do your homework right away on Fridays because you'll enjoy your Sundays much better. Another advice involving school and stuff. Do clubs.
Really, I would assume that this would be advice about school stuff.
You can shut up. Can I? I'm so disappointed.
Yeah, how do you think? Wait, don't you have a spray bottle?
Wait,
right
oh.
there?
I can't believe I let you guys down. Okay, too much. People have been caught. Stop. People have found my mother's number and they're giving her death threats and my niece got attacked. Just make this about me and not about my family. I'm so sorry.
Okay, you're getting off task.
Oh, okay. Number 4, and I'm just generally giving basic advice. So what I suggest is join clubs. Just try new things. You can meet a lot of new people, a lot of people that have the same interests as you, and it's not just people that share the same classes with you. And you might be doing like these clubs that you join like maybe your freshman year. You might do them all throughout high school and you just meet a whole ton of new people, and it's generally usually a good experience. Avoid drama, really, as much as you can. Other people's business, it's their business. You don't need to know about it. If someone's saying something, just ignore them. Like, you don't play into it, because then they're just not going to care anymore. Like, oh, did you say this? It just doesn't matter. Just stay out of it. And lastly, this is some advice that I just got recently, like, right before summer started by a senior who just graduated, and he's off to college now, but days go slow, but years go fast, so basically just try to enjoy as much of high school as you can. It's up to you how you make your experience, whether you stay organized, stay on top of your grades, you know. It's okay to be a 70 student, an 80 student, a 90 student, whatever your level is, whatever you think your best is, as long as you're trying, it's great. You know, if you're falling behind, ask a teacher for help, because people learn differently. That's a fact. If you really need help, they can explain it to you in a way that'll help you understand, and you can't just always blame things on the teachers for not teaching correctly, because you also need to be seeking help if that is the case. But that's kind of all I have. Just make it, high school what you make of it. It's really how you see it. If you dread waking up every day and you don't talk to anyone, then yeah, you're gonna have a pretty sucky year. But if you wake up and you're like, yeah, I get to see people, I get to learn new things, I get, I don't know, to do a fun club that you just started, then it's awesome. Try, like I said, try new classes, you might find new hobbies. It's honestly, it's, like I said, really what you make of it. That's kind of all that I have for this video though. So I really hope you heed a lot of this advice, because a lot of it actually really does help. And I know I'll definitely be using all these techniques, because when you go through high school, you find new methods. That's why I'm giving advice, because this isn't advice that I learned the first year. This is also advice I learned last year, and advice that I'll continue to be learning this year. This year, it's going to be crazy. So keep on top of things, pay attention, and do your best. That's all I have. Thanks for watching. If you want, check out my sneeze video. I added captions. It's a lot funnier now. So, bye!
Subscribe to not that family. Subscribe to not that family.